I'm sure some of you have heard about a new What If comic that just came out. And this What If comic is, as you saw me pull it up here, what if Miles Morales was Thor? Now, I love What If comics. I still have some of my most favorite What If comics stored away. So when it comes to a Marvel What If comic, it can be about anything. So the idea of Miles Morales playing Thor in a What If comic is perfectly reasonable. Everything is, everything is at play when it comes to a Marvel What If comic. However, this particular What If comic is probably one of the most racist, stereotypical comics that could ever hit the comic stands. And as you see here is a shot of Miles Morales wearing the Thor gear saying "Hammer time." Marvel Comics draws fire for stereotypical depiction of Miles Morales as Thor, Hood Asgard in latest issue of What If. Oh, look at that. It's the Rainbow Brooklyn Bridge. And we all, I got to be honest. I'm actually surprised that Kevin Feige and Disney and Marvel have not taken advantage of the fact that the Asgard Bridge is indeed the Rainbow Bridge. What better way to kind of use that as an opportunity to promote and cater to and pander to the gay community? And it hasn't happened yet on screen, but now it's happening here on the comic. So there he is with the hammer. There's Miles, right? Then they did a rap. They did a rap song in the beginning of the comic. He's got style and he's got flair to boot. Hold on here. With the kicks, he's in hot pursuit. With the kicks. Don't give him any ideas. I know, right? What if Miles Morales played every single Marvel superhero? Old enough to know that he don't know all. He wants to have a ball before the fall. All his dreams rain from the cloud above. He becomes the thunder. Best believe it, bruv. What? Of all the 5 realms, Asgard is his hood. By the way, it's really the hood too. This ain't even Asgard. Look, they got graffiti. They got sneakers hanging from the wires. I haven't seen that since I grew up in the Bronx. Of all the 5 realms, Asgard is his hood. For Miles, you can see he's just that good. The Rainbow Bridge takes him to his quest. The Bifrost line goes north, south, east, and west. From Jormungandr to the Wrecking Crew, he stuck Golbenosti in the Asgard Zoo. I guess those are Asgardian creatures. But he is low-key when he wants to be. Name of Marquis like his uncle Loki. I didn't even know Loki was Thor's uncle. But anyway. Odin's son. He's the son of gods and kings. Got so many wings. Check out all those. Got so many wins. Check out all those rings. Over here, they got him fighting. Time to spin these hits. Now that was a banger. Right up to your face and diss you. Ain't no party like an Asgard party, because an Asgard party don't quit. light it up. I mean, there's also some other ones it's not showing here. So there's one where they show Valkyrie coming in, and she comes in and she says, "Hot wings coming in hot." Now, here's the interesting thing. The writer of this particular comic is half Mexican and half Jewish. And he's writing a comic book about a character that's half Puerto Rican and half black. Although he's leaning obviously hard on the black side of Miles Morales. Everybody forgets that Miles Morales is like 50-50. I don't know why people forget that. Everybody see why are us Spanish people ignored? But anyway, now why, when you consider the inclusivity of what they're trying to do at Marvel, right? Let me fix my little webcam here. It seems to be a little off. I'm a little bit too much. There we go. Let's bring this over a little bit and then shift. All right, that's a little better. So my thing is this. If you're making a comic about Miles Morales, who is indeed half black, and you're all about telling stories from people with experiences, why not get a black writer? Half Mexican, half Jewish, writing about a black character in the hood. You might as well, I mean, that's like asking a half Chinese, half Arabic person to write the fucking Bible. That's like, I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Why is Asgard New York? Because people who live in New York, for the most part, think that's the center of the world. And I know this because I used to live in New York and that's how I felt. It's not until you actually leave New York that you realize most places outside of New York are just better. New York is great to visit. It's great for nightlife. But that's about it. That's about it. My life has gotten way better ever since I left New York. Everything about my life has gotten better since I left New York. So, yeah, this is a very, very stereotypical. I mean, it hits all the stereotype beats. It doesn't even show the scene. There's a scene where they show him close up holding the hammer. And he says something like this. He says, "By Odin's fade, I will strike thee," or something like that. Odin's fade, like the fade haircut. Really? First of all, it's not only black people that get fades. Puerto Ricans get fades. White people get fades. I mean, how could they actually release this? How could they let this happen? Who sat there and read this and thought to themselves, yeah, this is good. We'll do this. Oh, yeah, Odin in this comic is a OG. Again, they don't show that here on some of the pictures we have, but Odin is an OG. So this is made by a group of people who are supposed to be stressing, and they're supposed to be activists for equality among races. And they have not even moved beyond the stereotypes. In their eyes, this comic says, in their eyes, that all minorities, especially black people, this is it. They're all like this. They all live in the hood. I mean, think about this, right? You're doing a what if comic about Miles Morales being Thor, and you can't even put him in the real Asgard. I mean, what kind of message are you sending to kids, right? If they were to even read this. Can you imagine going to the hood with a stack of these and giving them out to kids and telling them, hey, even though you live in the hood, you can still be a superhero. Next thing you know, you got a little guy that goes to the fucking dumpster, puts on a garbage can, and calls himself Iron Boy. So the only thing I have left to say to Marvel. Oh yeah. Marvel, from a minority from New York and the Bronx. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Never in my life have I seen something this racist this far in our society. Blatant. Right in your face. And these people dare to call themselves activists for racial equality? If you think every minority is from New York, from the hood, and gets fades, wears kicks, talks a certain way, you don't get any more racist than that. What are you kidding me? Fuck Marvel. I can't believe this shit.
Fuck you! Fuck you, 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 fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Go to hell, Marvel, with your what if bullshit and your activism. Just go to hell.